You were actually supposed to be on tour this year.
Yes, yeah.
Of that, and it's so this pandemic has been obviously hard on so
Yeah.
many of us, but especially the entertainment industry. So obviously you had to cancel that. And actually, when I saw that you were back in Nova Scotia, I thought, oh great, you must be getting some downtime, and at least if you can't be on tour, you're getting some time to relax. But you have actually been incredibly busy during this pandemic. You just dropped a new single, Bliss Part II, featuring Sarah McLachlan. And I know you couldn't be in studio together with her like you had planned, but so how did this all even come together during a
Yeah.
pandemic?
Yeah, well, I mean, it all started with the launch. Like, as you know, Sarah was one of the mentors on my episode, and the day after that episode aired, I got this text from a random like BC number, and it was like, "Hey T, it's Sarah M, your mentor. I just wanted to
Oh
tell
my
you, like,
gosh.
yeah."
Wow.
She was like, "I heard your song on the radio, and I'm so proud of you, and whatever." And I was like, how did you get my number, first of all? Like, how,
Wow.
like, what the hell? Yeah, it was so funny. And then we've just stayed in touch, and she's been super generous with her time. And when she hosted the Junos, I was playing at the conference that's Juno Fest, where they'll have up and coming bands showcase. And I told her I was going to be there, and she invited me to come and hang out and like be her guest backstage at the awards show with her friends and family and stuff. And it was just
So
really
cool.
cool. It was my first Junos, and it was like the best possible
Oh,
first
what an
Junos, I think.
experience.
Yeah, yeah. Dave and I went, which was really fun, and just hung out. And yeah, but then we just kind of kept in touch, and I got this idea about doing these reimaginings of singles from the album, and she was one of the first people I thought of, and especially with that song Bliss. To me, it's such a special song, and I know that it's one that really has connected with a lot of the people that follow my music. And so I didn't want to I didn't want to take it anywhere that wasn't absolutely the perfect direction.
Mhm.
And to me, like, what's so special about that song is the kind of, I don't know, just the energy that it's about. It's about that, like, unconditional love, basically, whether it is about my family, but whether it is, your biological family, your chosen family, whatever it is. And I definitely, in spending the brief amounts of time around Sarah that I have been able to spend, I felt like I saw that with her in general. She's such a loving and generous and grounded person, but even just with her relationships with her own friends, at the Junos, she had a group of friends with her. And when I spent a little bit of time with them, I realized that they had all been friends for like 30 years, and they all had kids about the same age that were all there together and who knew each other and grown up together. And I just was really struck by, the fact that she had kept this group of people around her through all the, incredible things that she's experienced in her career. And I felt like that was the right energy to bring to that song. So I was super excited when she said yes.
Yeah, and I watched on YouTube where you can obviously hear the song, but also see this like beautiful animation that goes
Mhm.
along with it, and it really does. It's a musical story, and like you said about unconditional love. I was going to ask you if it was about your own family, so it
Oh,
is.
yeah. Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, for anyone who hasn't seen it, highly recommend, it's beautiful. So in terms of the
Thank you.
recording of that itself,
Mhm.
how did you manage to do that
Yeah,
with her?
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, because I was supposed to go to Vancouver, and we were gonna go into the studio together, and of course that all didn't happen with the pandemic. But she, she was in Vancouver for a really short period of time, at one point in the summer, and I wrote to her and was like, "Hey, do you think we could still do this?" And so, my producer Dave and I had to kind of get together a really rough demo because we didn't have anything, and she was only kind of gonna have access to the studio for a short period of time. And so we got this rough demo together, and we were like, "Okay, listen, it's not gonna sound like this, but we just need you to sing over it. This is the structure, but it's gonna be better than this. So if you could just sing, and then we'll build the track around your voice." And that's what we did, which is totally the opposite of how we usually, the vocals are the last thing to go on. But it was, you know, it was fun. It was a fun challenge.